Hello there, Cancer. I'm Lady J, and I'm talking to you from Pirate Readings. I want to welcome the one and all of you. If you don't judge me, I won't judge you. And very exciting to see you here again. Thank you for coming back if you're not new. And also, if you are new, I welcome you all. What I like to do here is talk about the week ahead so that you have a better idea what's coming and you can make better decisions. All right? That's what I'm doing. So I have the 3 cards from the overview video. If you haven't seen that, go into the back and check it out. I have whole lists of your sign and what's going on with that, so you can go back and find it. All right. And of course, let's go ahead and look at the cards we have right now. We have the guiding card for the month, which is Aventurine, Growth. And we're talking a lot about how you can, in fact, invoke the fairy energies in your area of life. They will probably hide a few things from you, so don't get too upset with yourself if you can't find every little thing. The fairies like to play. But you're also working on growing and changing and becoming different from who you are. It's in the air, man. It's springtime, and you got all that stuff going on. And change is good. So even though sometimes it feels a little hard, and last week we were doing a lot of plotting and planning and getting our ducks in a row and only able to write things down but not actually move on things, it's good. You're in the right place, you're in the right space. I know it feels awkward, but growth is weird. Growth is always awkward. So welcome and awesome. We're here, we're doing this thing. I have some pre-programmed cards for you. Let's get into what's going on in front. So here we have the 3 cards from the overview video, all right? And this is a pre-programmed section of the Alleyman's Tarot. I'm going to go ahead and add these to it so we can start to clarify what's happening here. I don't read cards in reverse, so that's why they are all in one direction. Don't be upset. It's all good. The information comes through in its own special way. So now we have the waiting game. We're talking right now about how, with all the plans you made, you want really hard to go ahead and jump into it and get going. Like, patience is a virtue. I know it's hard to consider the possibility of that. And we know that you're also supposed to be, trying to enjoy things a little bit and get yourself to a place where you can actually, relax and stress less, not more. So we're excited to see that happening for you in the future. Right now it feels a lot like you're plotting and planning and having to wait, which is not your best thing. You're not very good at it, sorry. But it does look like you have the Tree of Books, 3 of Books, Tree, 3. Anyway, they're both the books on the tree. Speaking to learning new things, understanding new things from a new place, a new way of understanding things. You may find the information you're looking for to upgrade what you're doing and be better prepared for where you're going by reading a few books. Something in history, I'm getting that history is important for what's going on right now. It might be that the better you educate yourself during this waiting time about what's happened in the past, you can better proceed or have better documentation to back you up in your plan to proceed. If you want to talk to the officials, right? You want to step up to some officials and say, hey, this is what we want, and this is how it should go, and this is why it should go this way, because this is how it was in the past. And that's okay. So you'll have documentation to back you up, exhibits, get all your ducks in a row that way during your waiting period so that you are very prepared. All right, take this time to educate yourself because the star is coming. Hello, yay, perfect. So this is good news. And of course, this is the 14th to the 20th, right? We're talking about the star is coming, meaning that the hardest work will be over. You will have done all the hard work. Once you've got all your paperwork handled and in a row, you're ready to just kind of step up to the plate and share what you need to share. All right, and people aren't going to be able to dispute what you brought because it's like in writing and it's like history and stuff like that. So nobody's going to be able to say that what you're bringing is a bunch of hooey. It's all factual stuff that happened. So good for you. All right. Precedent has been set in the past. They don't need to rewrite history. They just need to get on board with what already happened, right? So disruption is blocked. So good news. Whatever is going on here won't be that disruptive. Yay! I love that it's not going to disrupt your life. It's not going to disrupt anything else that's going on. It's all going to be just the way it's supposed to be. All right? This is good news. Oh, it's really smoothed itself out. I like that. Because sometimes, it comes out and it's not quite clear. So lightning in a bottle is also not happening, so that's not great. But we're in the waiting game. It really makes sense to me that all of this stuff is on pause. So disruption, you may want to shake up the system, but you won't be able to shake up the system until the waiting game is over. But you'll have it all ready to go. Perfect. You're going to have this a beautiful package to take and share. So it won't be lightning in a bottle now. Right now, it's not happening that way. That's okay. Cool, right? And we have the 7 of bells. So the 7 of bells is also blocking you. So when you hear bells, you can imagine that you're going to be in a situation where you can't do what you want to do. It might be like a train coming, right? You hear the bells, and like it comes down and blocks the road, and you get stopped from going where you want to go, and you're like, oh, this is really annoying. But you're going to find out that there's a benefit to this little pause, all right? This person here, this little person here is two-dimensional. It's a two-dimensional person. I know it's hard to see that, but you can see the side of the person right there. Let's see. Let's show it right here. So you can see that she's a two-dimensional being made out of tree bark and other parts of a tree. So I know that's not entirely clear. Sorry. There-ish. Anyway, so it is important to know that this means that this is maybe a disruption or a pause on the two-dimensional plane as much as it is the three-dimensional plane. And when it happens, it will actually be a benefit, I think. So do be aware that even as this 7 of bells seems to be pulling you back from doing what you want to do, it's not. It's going to stop you from stepping into something that you don't want to step into anyway. Okay? So it's a beneficial thing. Excellent. So then, let's go ahead and get back to it. We have the universe card here. We're talking about how we mentioned that you wanted to get the bigger picture as you were beginning to look at the situation. So you want to get a higher point of view before you start making full decisions, right? So you've got this great new information. You brought everything together with the book learning, and you got all the documentation, and that's great. And you know how it will affect you personally. But now you need to figure out how it's going to affect other people as well, so that when you do what you do, who else will be affected? What's the bigger picture of this whole situation, right? Is everyone going to win with all of what you've created here? And if that's it, awesome, perfect. But if, on the other hand, there's a chance that it could have a negative effect on various different people, pay attention to that. Pay attention to it. You may not be able to change anything, but you will want to pay attention to it and have it in your mind that you have like a Band-Aid plan on how to appease the people who are going to get undermined or otherwise screwed from what you're suggesting. There may be a little oops in there somewhere, or there might be a loophole where you can actually fix the hole in that bucket and get it so that everybody's winning. But you'll have to get the higher perspective and see where that issue is before you can fix it, all right? Now then, we have the 8 of bits that's coming back, and it's in the positive side, so that's wonderful news. We have some infinity activity, right? Infinity activity. This is definitely much about all the little pieces coming together, right? But they're not quite together. They're not quite together. One more time, we're saying there's one red bit right there, one red bit. And it's saying, hey, every little piece has to come together for this infinity to come together, okay? So you need to make sure that all the pieces are working in the right direction. Find out what that little red one is and work on it, okay? There's also this one right here that it's hard for me to show you, but it's like a little eyeball. It's a little white one with a black spot in the middle. So it reminds me that it's going to be hard to see, but it will be something that's important, okay? So check the fine print, make sure your I's are dotted, your T's are crossed. The fine print will be important. Have somebody else proofread it with you or for you so that you have more information, okay? I don't want you to be taken by surprise by anything, okay? Excellent. The Ace of Wands. The big idea is coming together. The big idea is coming together. And as you can see, this is like he's blasting out a reverberating rings of informational smoke that are going to permeate the universe and change the universe forever. All right, this is super cool. I like that. But it is a robot arm, so keep that in mind. And know that this is a very transformational moment. And we want you to make sure that you are ready for the growth, right? Ready for the growth to come your way. Carry that adventuring this week, for sure. It will help you a lot. And that as you're working towards a winning goal for everybody, okay? And remember that even though you're creating something, it doesn't mean that you have to be in charge of all of it, right? So you might find people who you prefer to put in charge of every little thing. I'm not sure where this is coming from, but there it is. My brain just said, hey, you don't always want to be the queen in charge about all. You want to be the one who just sort of stirred that pot and created this brew and are now distributing the brew. Excellent. So you want to distribute it, but you don't want to be the one in charge of it. Like, so you may find other people that would be better suited to being in charge of that situation. Breathe. Don't be stressed out by it. You're doing all right. Okay, cool. Excellent. Now then, this is a decent week, all right? Let's go ahead and get a pocket full of rocks for you, eh? All right, I'm gonna reach over here, pull out some rocks. Ooh, all right, we have rose quartz, emerald, tiger's eye, and we have that green garnet. I know it has a special name and I cannot remember it. That's okay. Doesn't make it any worse by any means. So, this is so good. All right, so almandine, I want to say almost it's an almandine. Okay, so this green garnet is sort of yellowish in its own way and ends up being a third chakra stone. So it represents our memories and understandings of things, how we process it, and a lot of, because it's greenish, it's also talking about the healing that goes into this situation, right? So you're going to carry this stone and your memories will be healed in the process. You are in the growth zone, so the growth is happening. Growth is happening. We have a lot of green stones, okay? Cool. And so you're going to use this in your third chakra to help grow and process through whatever those feelings and memories are, okay? You're going to have a loving voice and a loving heart. Your pink rose quartz is there. That's good news. We also have emerald. And emerald is sort of on the cusp between your heart and your throat. So it's going to speak very much to, in this moment, about how you are galvanizing, you are processing and creating this beautiful space from your heart, from your higher heart, to make something big and beautiful, and then being able to say the words out loud that will bring it out, okay? You want to bring it out from your higher heart, okay? So you're going to be saying things from your higher heart into the real world. You're going to speak things into being. Very cool. You're also healing things in your higher heart. So let the healing begin, let the healing carry you through, and let yourself grow, all right? So some of the information you're bringing from your higher heart isn't only from your higher heart. It's going to be from your seventh chakra, which is the top of your head, your crown chakra, and you will be bringing in messages from your better angels and wisdom from your better angels as you begin to create this thing together in your higher heart and then have it come out of your mouth. Hello, awesome. I love this for you. I want this to be a beautiful opportunity. And when you find yourself wanting to talk about it, see, the universe is the tiger's eye and the emerald coming together for you. Cool. We know that the aventurine will be talking about the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Bits, right? Good news. Rose quartz is going to be the waiting game here, and almandine here. You're going to bring both of these together, cleaning up your processes and coming to a place of knowledge and understanding. So this is good news. Very well done. Love that for you. I'm going to go ahead and set these rocks down right here. And as always, you don't have to carry these rocks if you don't want to, all right? But you will benefit from carrying them if you do. And if you want to carry something else, just let me know in the comments below what you're carrying, because I want to know what you're carrying. I love a pocket full of rocks, okay? And if you haven't liked and subscribed by yet, by all means, get into it. Do that thing you do, hit that bell, and you will always have the next video coming to you in a timely manner, all right? I post once a week, and they're all free, so everything is free here when you subscribe, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Cancer. We will talk next about the 21st through the 27th of April. Thank you.